Hey traders, the Chart Guys Swing Report newsletter is currently live. In the description of this video, there are two links. The first is to the sign up page where you can also get emailed an example of a previous copy. And the second is to an in-depth video to let you know exactly what the Swing Report entails. Appreciate your attention. Let's get on to the charts. Checking in on the broader market, so the bulls come out on top after the FOMC reaction. We know the burden of proof is on the bears, and we know the bears are not proving anything. We have the big tech earnings tomorrow after hours, and that's it as far as short-term fundamentals go. So we have our daily higher low on SPY, close to setting our lower high. Yesterday with the end of the day dump, both SPY and QQQ did the same thing. They dumped into the end of the day, but they held the low of the previous day, and the overnight bulls did their thing last night, and we didn't break that level. So it's a higher low every day. So no daily lower high has been set. And we're not going to lose the uptrend, and we're not going to confirm a downtrend as long as that remains the case. So from here, we're just looking at the COVID bounce high, 327.23. Our must-hold daily uptrend level is 319.25. And after that level of 327.23, the all-time high, there's a gap at 332.58, and then we look to the all-time high. IWM, daily higher low established, 145.39, no follow through for the bears, and we're looking up at the high of 150.20, the short-term resistance level. If 150.20 breaks, we look at the COVID high, 153.39. QQQ, inside, actually, yep, no, it was an inside bar yesterday. So inside bar yesterday, it broke bullish, not a lot of follow through, but we did break the high of this bounce to this point. Still definitely looking for a daily lower high to form compared to 268.41. Long way to go to get to that resistance level, but higher low each day, no bear follow through. If we see a bearish reaction to the majority of the tech names that are coming out tomorrow, we have to be watching, where does the money go? Is money leaving the financial sector and the healthcare sector as well? Or is money rotating into those names? Because we know XLV is still fully in control of the bulls. 104.43 is our daily higher low, and the all-time high, 107.53, testing that level. Didn't break it today, but we're right there. XLF, right at resistance. If we see a green day tomorrow, we break to higher highs. We're keeping the daily uptrend intact. So again, does money go from tech into XLV and XLF if we see a bearish reaction to the tech sector? If it's a bullish reaction to the tech sector, SPY is going to hit higher highs, and SPY is going to be looking at the all-time high. Biotech sector, relative weakness. Why? Because Trump signed an executive order that is cutting into the profits of the pharmaceutical industry. Bear flag on the daily confirmed. 109.79, 108.43, two short-term levels, and a lack of support between those, or I should say after those two levels. And anytime we bounce from here, anything under 115.46 will just be a daily lower high. SMH, semiconductor bulls, up at their all-time high. 166.01 broke, so a new all-time high today. AMD has been the shining star in the semiconductor space. We had a breakout to all-time highs, a bull flag, a gap up on earnings. We know NVDA has been strong. It's a nice daily equilibrium, but still favoring the bulls. So the semiconductors are keeping their control and looking good. From there, we got the VIX, still pulling back. Still looking at our base of support of 2350, 2360, low of today, 2370. And again, we're going to have to see a bearish reaction to the tech earnings if we're going to see the VIX hold these levels. Anything under 2860, just a daily lower high. There's a visual channel to be watching. The dollar. Every day, this is my routine. I look at the dollar and say, am I interested in a bounce? The answer is yes. I pull up the 4-hour time frame. Is the 4-hour 12-period exponential level resistance? If the answer is yes, not interested in a bounce. We reject from it each day, and as long as that is resistance, the bounce isn't going anywhere. So why would I make an entry if that level is resistance? I would rather give up some of the reward to eliminate a lot of the risk to be looking for momentum to shift significantly enough to get over that resistance level, which has been resistance at this point for 10 days. With that dollar weakness, gold, bulls are strong. So we were looking for a 4-hour lower high to be set overnight last night. And instead, the bulls pulled off a bull flag. So technically it was set, but no bear follow through. I would have expected it would have looked more like Bitcoin gave us. Very clear equilibrium. High, low, lower high, higher low, bull break today, testing the high, but it was more of an equilibrium. So that favors the bulls for gold. Very little pullback, and as you will note, the 4-hour 12-period exponential support, being its great visual guide as always, is keeping complete control, and we have not closed below this level since July 17th, 12 days. Double top of the all-time high, but it means nothing unless we break 14, make that 1941, that low. We did see volatility in reaction to the FOMC, so tightening 15-minute range. Wouldn't be surprised to see that happen over the next few hours. Silver doing the same. So again, there's your 4-hour, tons of volatility on the FOMC reaction. Watching for a tightening 15-minute range, but overall, bigger picture, daily inside bar. We'll have to see how it breaks, but if we don't see weakness in gold, we're not going to see notable weakness in silver. Silver is weaker than gold over the last 24 hours or so, maybe a little bit more than that, but it's not significant on the daily time frame. Miners pulled back hard today. There was some great bottom fishing opportunities on these miners. Look at the low of the day on this big time dump in the morning. And then the low of the FOMC reaction held the low of the day by 9 pennies. And then an end of the day dump held that level by 4 pennies and held the low of the day by 13 cents. Great bottom fishing play for those bull miners. And we are still looking at the potential of a daily bull flag at this point. Bulls just need to change the hourly trend back in their favor to try and set the daily high or low and make that bull flag likely. Oil, still not doing much. Inventory report didn't do anything. If then scenario. If 40.48 is holding, then the bulls have complete control. So 40.48, key short-term support. Not much going on, but bulls are holding on. Natural gas bull break. Daily bull flag confirmed. Weekly resistance broken. Weekly trend change confirmed. Lack of resistance until 2052. So I talked about potentially looking for a bullish entry if I did not swear off natural gas in 2020. But if I'm not going to stick to my rules, how can I look myself in the mirror? So I will feel no FOMO whatsoever, even if this move goes to $4. Because I made a rule and I'm sticking to it. But it was a nice setup, and I'll just treat it as practice. I'll lock that away in my memory banks for future use. And congrats to the bulls. Bulls must hold daily high or low of 1707 to keep complete control. And 2052 is the most important resistance, monthly resistance from here. I put out a trade review on Kodak today, KODK. That's on our YouTube channel. Check it out. Put some insightful information in there aside from just going over the actual trade itself. Hopefully that's helpful. I've been making some bomb soup from the garden. It's like I'm transported back to Ireland, 1906. Potatoes, carrots, garlic, onions, squash, made out of bone broth from the farm down the road. It's really good. I wish I could share it. I've got too much. Giving it away to friends. Let me know if you want some soup. The best part of sunflowers are watching the animals eat them. The goldfinches take the seeds when they're still standing up. Squirrels take them down to the ground. They eat the whole head and the seeds. Oh, we got another guy coming along here. Let's see if we're going to have a little King of the Hill battle over this sunflower. Oh. Gotta defend. What was that? They're playing.